Coming up today on This Is True Really News.
No more yikes, eek, ew, or...
Let me take a quick peruse. That's not too bad. World War II, Newfoundland after the war. No, both of those are pretty good.
All right, good.
So, coming up today on This Is True Really News,
All the stuff, and, yeah.
So, please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News. If that sounds like something you'd like to do, make sure to click the bell icon so you get
By the way,
notified.
be very obvious when you follow us, because we're not that bright. We are not Jason Bourne or James
no,
Bourne.
we don't have that.
No.
So what we like people to do is come up and offer us something to eat. Then we know.
Yeah. You know the vans and the kids and the candy?
Yeah.
We'd be right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
They wouldn't offer us the candy, but we'd be right there.
We would. We'd ruin everything. So, if you want to send us a story, or if you want to send us a longer missive telling us to, hey, knock it the heck off, you guys are stupid, make it good and send it to TITR@netradio.network. What?
I have an important question.
Okay, shoot.
See this?
Yeah, the Twins hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the way they're playing, should I have it upside down?
Oh, yes.
Okay, thank you.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Verkinnes. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
So, in all our lives, and I do mean our lives, there comes a time when we do something incredibly stupid, like now, for instance,
Or any other time.
or any other time. When that, it's really good though, because not only does it embarrass children, it embarrasses grandkids too. So that's
Oh, I
okay.
love it. I love it. I love it.
I have saved my daughter from a life of having to embarrass her children. Oh, I may have taken out one of the great joys of her parenthood. I'm sorry. When that happens, when you do something incredibly stupid, you have two options. You can try to save face and come off as a bigger idiot than before. Can I say idiot? Moron? Doofus? Doofus. Or you can own up and admit you were pretty dumb. That's us. We're pretty dumb.
We've given
Casper-
up trying to get excuses out.
Yeah, because there is none. There just really isn't.
Every time I do something stupid, it's like, okay, the ball hit a rock. The sun was in my eyes.
Exactly. All the standard baseball ones. Casper Lincoln chose the latter path. You see, our Canadian was recently arrested for a drunken hijink,
Just one?
as opposed to hijinks.
So he was so drunk he could only perform one hijink.
Yeah, technically, I think it could be hijinks, because when you're drunk, the whole thing is probably a talking hijink,
Well, or a series of hijink.
which added together would be hijinks.
Yes.
Good Lord, there's a conversation I
I'm
never
glad
thought
we-
I'd have.
Cleared that up.
Come quickly. After some drinks with a friend,
Yes.
Mr. Lincoln left to go to a nearby gas station. Good, because if he went to a play, that wouldn't be good.
Oh,
I know
my.
that happens. So he went to a gas station,
I've been
and instead of walking, he decided he would hop into his buddy's pink Barbie Jeep. Well, not actually his buddy's. It's his kid's pink Barbie Jeep, and drive that to the store.
And why wouldn't you?
I mean, I can't even start the list of why you wouldn't.
I couldn't steer the darn thing if I was in it.
And why didn't they have those when we were kids? Of course, we'd be
Right?
dead by now. I mean, not
That's
alive
true.
by now, sorry.
Whatever.
The sandwich floor bang.
Mm-hmm.
Sight of Lincoln cruising down the sidewalk in his battery-powered toy car amused onlookers who were, I'm guessing, outright laughing and there's got to be video.
Pointing and laughing.
However, the joyride ended when Lincoln strayed onto the highway. Maybe that is the hijink. A police car pulled up. Carefully, I suspect. And the officers arrested, said Lincoln, in a Jeep.
Lincoln in a Jeep. That's
A
weird.
pink kid's Jeep.
I still would like one.
I'd like it a little bigger, though. I'd drive a pink Jeep. That'd be cool.
Well, I'd like a pink Lincoln.
Yeah. One of those like early 2000 town cars.
Oh, yeah. Something you can stand up in.
Yep. Onlookers and social media users have questioned whether cops were overreacting.
No.
See, thank you. The police have defended the arrest, stating that Lincoln was operating a vehicle under the influence, and that's against the law, even if it happens to be a battery-powered kid's car.
On the highway.
There's the rub. When you're on a road, you're done.
Yeah.
I don't think it's licensed for street use. Although he plans to fight the drunk driving charges,
Good luck.
Please God, where was this? Well, he's Canadian, so it had to be in Canada.
Oh, yeah. The Kanakastanis have towns and everything.
So please video this.
Yeah, somebody.
I really want to see him tell me why he shouldn't be brought up on drunk driving charges. Lincoln, by the way, doesn't blame the police for arresting him. He recognized what he did was dumb, stupid, moronic, idiotic, foolish.
All of them.
Any others? Have I missed any? Probably.
Did you say idiotic?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I with idiotic,
okay,
moronic.
So
yeah. He recognized what he did was all those things. And he's having a good time with the jokes and memes people are making about him. And there is actually a picture of a police car pulling beside a grown man in a pink Jeep with what looks like blue roll bar. He lives in Prince George, by the way, in British Columbia.
Oh, he's out west.
He and his friends had drunk here it is now. He and his friends had drunk a couple of brews and had gotten slightly intoxicated. A couple?
Well, they're Canadian brews. So
the duo decided they then needed a slushie. Off they headed to the nearby gas station to acquire a said frozen treat. Well, half frozen treat.
Wow, more
However,
than half
Lincoln got lazy, didn't feel like walking, so he hopped in the Barbie Jeep. He was cruising down the sidewalk next to one of Prince George's busy main roads. His friend walked alongside him. I'm guessing most people wouldn't even know if there's somebody else there. Grown man, beard, aviator sunglasses on his head. At dusk, driving a bright pink toy Jeep. He was doing pretty well to begin with. And somehow or another, he
made it out onto the highway.
Well, he had a bit of, if you will, road work. And since the sidewalk was unusable, what choice did he have but to stray onto the... Yeah. Cops gave Lincoln a breathalyzer. Oh, please release the video. Let me find it somewhere. They found out he was drunk.
Imagine that.
They also found out that his driver's license had been suspended and he was unable to produce insurance.
Oh, good Lord.
For the vehicle.
I don't think we've used enough descriptive terms for the depth of his idiocy.
Anyway, that was enough for the cops to inform Lincoln that they were going to have to arrest him now.
Yeah, I would too.
After the man decided to hit his vape, despite being told not to, please, and keep your hands in place, they decided since he can't follow those instructions, we'll just have to handcuff him, which you do with people that you're arresting.
Yeah.
Social media users joined in the uproar. What do we got here? We were just kind of watching him living his best life now. Think about how sad that is.
Yeah, right?
He was just happy as a clam. We were actually kind of jealous. Think how sad that actually is.
Right? Well, they are in British Columbia, you know.
However, the police state and traffic lawyers agree Lincoln's arrest was warranted. The police state?
The police stated.
Should it be the... No?
That's what they mean. They can say it that way.
Or the state... Either way, I suppose. After all, Canadian law prohibits both driving an unlicensed vehicle and operating a motor vehicle under the influence. I think everybody's...
pretty much got a law
North
for
America,
that.
Yeah.
Well, Canadians got a law,
however,
for everything.
does not state that the rules apply only to grown-up cars. So there you are. His pink Jeep was a vehicle, an unlicensed one at that, and he was 2 of 3 sheets to the wind while driving it.
Think he would have gotten farther. He'd been better off in a hang glider.
The only person not sort of upset or up in arms on one side or the other about him getting arrested is him. He said he plans, he's going to dispute the ticket. His main defense seems to be that he had no clue that he was breaking any law. That'll go over big.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Never mind. I don't need to see the
happen.
video of the trial. That'll be very quick.
Yep.
And that he was being a very safe Barbie driver, all things considered.
Look, I'm Ken. I'm Ken.
Oh, it's not his first arrest either. He's been taken to custody before.
Same thing?
I hope not. No, I think these were probably normal alcohol-related arrests. They don't tell me, but
So
I'm
a
guessing.
fight or something.
I'm just going out on a limb there, and I think it's a pretty thick limb, so I'm probably okay.
From AP News, Dateline, Wellington, New Zealand. Ned is a perfectly nice snail. If he had a dating
What
life,
is this thing with snails that you've got going?
I got the one, and then I just ran across the others. I thought, hey.
Did you
in
really
for the
run
week.
across the others, or just sort of did they saunter by you at a very slow pace?
Well, let's just take this opportunity to point out there's a lot of slime in the country these days. In any case, if this snail had a dating profile, it might read, good listener, stable home, likes broccoli, seeks love. But he's already exhausted his local options, and it's not because he's picky or unappealing.
As snails go.
Yeah, he's a common garden snail with an uncommon anatomical problem that's ruining his love life. Ned's shell coils to the left.
Can you hang on for a minute? I may need the Pepto for this.
Ned's shell coils to the left.
I need the Pepto for this.
So we know which side he dresses on. And not the right.
You're in Oklahoma, so you don't get to.
Making him the 1 in 40,000 snails whose sex organs don't line up with those of the rest of their species. Unless another lefty snail is found, the young gastropod faces a lifetime of unintended celibacy. That dire prospect prompted a New Zealand nature lover who found the snail in her garden in August to launch a campaign to find his perfect match. But Ned's quest for true love, perhaps predictably, is slow. Giselle Clarkson was weeding her home vegetable patch in Wairarapa on the North Island when a snail tumbling out of the leafy greens caught her eye. Clarkson, the author and illustrator of a nature book, The Observologist, has an affection for snails and had long been on the lookout for a sinistral or left-coiled shell. Okay? I knew immediately I couldn't just toss the snail back in the weeds with the others.
Oh, you could have.
Instead, she sent a photo of the snail pictured alongside a right-coiled gastropod as proof to her colleagues at New Zealand Geographic. The magazine launched a nationwide campaign to find Ned a mate, named for the left-handed character in Ned Flanders' The Simpsons, who once opened a store called the Leftorium.
He did.
And that explains the male pronouns. That explains the male pronouns some use for Ned, although snails are hermaphrodites, with sex organs on their necks and the capacity for both eggs and sperm.
Now they sound like something Sheldon would make up in science fiction class.
The fact that romantic hopefuls need not be a sex match should have boosted Ned's prospects, but his inbox has remained empty except for photos of optimistically misidentified right-coiling snails. We had lots of enthusiasm and encouragement for Ned. How is this not prostitution in some way? I mean, is it not soliciting?
If nothing else, it's snail exploitation.
There we go.
Snailploitation, if you will.
A lot of people who can relate and really want the best for them as a symbol of hope for everyone who's looking for love.
Maybe Nedploitation would be better.
But as yet, no lefties have been forthcoming.
Freaking stupid would be. Anyway, sorry.
Ned's relatable romantic woes are attached to global news, where they've attracted global news coverage, but New Zealand's strict biosecurity controls mean long-distance love probably isn't on the cards. And how do you let snails talk on the phone, right? The other left-coiled snails have gotten lucky through public campaigns to find mates, Before, however, so Clarkson remains optimistic. In 2017, the death of a British sinistral snail, Jeremy, named for left-wing politician and gardening lover Jeremy Corbyn.
Can't argue that one.
Well, it's a politician. You're going to get slime. Prompted a New York Times obituary.
There's a trail.
After his eventful 2-year life. A quest to find left-coiled mates for Jeremy prompted the discovery of two, count them, prospective matches, who initially preferred each other. But Jeremy got the hang of it eventually, and by the time of his death had 56 offspring, all of them right-coiled.
Well, at least he got that one.
Right. Yeah. Oof. Oy. Stomp me before I snail again.
I want to quit now.
Read your story.
A pair of engineers say they may have come up with a unique way to make planes crash-proof.
Oh, sounds nice.
I love this. Can you tell it was written by a European? They're going to kit them out with giant airbags. Hang on. Let me see how this works.
I know a guy who created a giant parachute that he sold for small single-engine aircraft, and it seems to work pretty nicely.
There.
So the Michelin Man.
Essentially.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. Look, if the Michelin Man thought when he was a kid playing airplane.
Yeah, of course.
That's just what he would look like. Wow. Anyway, it was sparked by the aviation tragedy in June.
Yeah.
So they come up with Project Rebirth. They are Eshel Wasim and Darsan Srinivasan.
Okay.
They aim to find a way to turn fatal crashes into survivable landings in wake of the Air India disaster.
The thing is, they're moving very fast. And how do you not just moosh through that stuff in record time when you're sliding on a runway?
I don't know.
Okay.
The AAIB explained that it appeared as though the fuel supply to the engines of the jet were cut off, causing a loss of power, without either pilot having actually switched them off.
Okay.
So, yeah, the pictures of the crash are not pretty.
No, it's horrific.
So, Project Rebirth said of the technology, it detects unrecoverable failure. That'd be catastrophic in our lingo.
Right.
And activates automatically. No pilot input needed. That can't go wrong.
Yeah. At, 35,000 feet.
It deploys smart airbags, impact-absorbing fluids, reverse thrust midair, turning fatal crashes into survivable landings.
So
a second chance, if you will, built into every descent.
So it puffs up and pees.
Essentially.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
When triggered, the system would deploy the high-speed airbags from the nose, belly, and tail of the plane in under 2 seconds, which would hopefully cushion the blow in the event of a crash. The airbags would be made of layered fabric that could absorb the impact and protect the plane's body, ensuring a softer landing. Really?
I'm not seeing it.
You got a very heavy plane.
Yep.
Moving at a rather fast speed.
Yep.
According to Project Rebirth, though, the airbags would absorb deadly impact forces like a crumple zone in the sky.
They want this deployed in the air before they get low?
I don't know how this works. The safety system hopes that the use of reverse thrust, there you go, that decelerates an aircraft after landing, would also help slow the descent of a plane in distress.
If they're not getting fuel to the engines, they're not getting reverse thrust.
See, that'd be my thought. However,
okay,
they have a backup plan.
Magic wand?
Gas thrusters activate, reducing speed and stabilizing the plane by anywhere from 8 to 20%. The impact absorbing fluids would also be installed behind walls and seats on the plane, which stay soft but harden on impact to reduce injuries.
So they're going to have to cut the plane open and cut the people out of it.
To help rescuers locate the crash, instead of looking for a giant marshmallow with wings, it would also be kitted out with rescue aids, including a bright orange shell, GPS infrared beacons, and exit lights.
Flag that goes up.
According to the masterminds from the Dubai campus of Birla Institute of Technology and Science,
Yeah.
they are behind Project Rebirth. The system could be added to existing planes or built into new ones.
Show me it working. Show me the evidence.
There's a competition, by the way, going on between scientists
To dribble airplanes?
to help make crashes safer.
Oh, sure.
Well, hey, we did with airbags and trucks and cars.
Not the same thing. They're not on
Not
the
at all.
outside of the trucks and cars.
I understand that. The contenders will be shortlisted on October 15th before the winner, who will receive a 30,000 pound prize and the chance to bring their idea to life, is announced in early November. I hate to say this, but I think I like the Snail story better. Because this one strikes me as two kids in the garage with crayons. Hey, look, my plane. I've got like the Michelin Man wrapping him up so he doesn't hurt himself.
Here's $30,000.
How far will that go?
Well, yeah. This from History Facts. So get ready. We're going into the Wayback Machine.
I'm back, way, way back.
Back them up, way back. Though it tends not to receive as much credit as its neighbor to the south, Canada once made significant contributions to World War II. Entering the conflict just
That was a long time ago now.
Yeah. They entered the conflict just 9 days after Germany invaded Poland and more than 2 years before the United States invaded Poland.
Well,
Joined the war.
they are a British,
Commonwealth country.
well, they weren't then. I think, were they Commonwealth by then?
I thought they were.
In World War II, I think, World War II, they were still part of the British Empire.
Oh, okay. You probably know better than me.
I do. I've watched The Crown.
Canada fought in both the European and Pacific theaters of the
I'm
war.
embarrassed now.
I watch television, so I know more than you.
It's just because Queen Elizabeth is the one that turned them into a Commonwealth in World War II. She was princess.
Okay. It also faced an incursion that few knew about until decades later. Are you ready?
No. But that's
Germany
never stopped you before.
No. Germany established a secret weather station in Labrador.
Retriever?
No.
Honest to God, they should name the state Retriever.
They just left it there.
Really?
Get it? Oh, yeah.
But
And it wasn't...
otherwise, he'd run to the edge of the ocean and just throw it in.
And it wasn't discovered until 1977.
Well, no one was really looking. It was secret.
Right? That's a good secret.
It only took 32 years after the end of the war.
Station Kurt Wetterfunkgerät Land 26 was built by the crew of U-boat U-537 in Yes. In October 1943 and disguised with camouflage steel drums.
Should have just painted it to look like McDonald's.
See, nobody would have known. It was established to gain an advantage in the ongoing Battle of the Atlantic by predicting the weather in Europe, as weather systems generally move west to east. Despite being quite sophisticated, it was powered by both batteries and a wind generator and used Morse code to send encrypted data back to Germany via a shortwave radio transmitter. The station stopped working after a few days. Installed on what was then the British-controlled Dominion of Newfoundland and is now Newfoundland and Labrador, Sounds like a
They're into
cartoon.
dogs there, aren't they?
Canada's easternmost province, the weather station was in a remote location that received few visitors, which is why
It's Canada.
they didn't even know about the site until a geographer happened upon it decades after the war.
His first words were, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah. I like it. Oh, look, it's an unworkable working state, and everything's in German. I don't get it.
This makes no sense.
Takes me back to that movie, I Am U-537. Do you remember? It was who was in the movie? John Bon Jovi was in that movie.
Yeah, that wasn't their number though.
I thought it was 537.
Was it?
I thought so.
Hang on.
Let's ask.
I have in front of me
the electric
a computer that contains all the knowledge of known mankind and some of it made up.
Good portions of it hallucinated by AI.
I thought it was what'd you say?
537.
571.
Well, that's the same.
You know, it's within 58.
God almighty. I actually may be a tad embarrassed now.
The scary part is if you look at the cast,
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey, Bill Paxton, Harvey Keitel, John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, but he only played a little officer. And he had the cute
Well, he's
haircut and everything.
Not that big, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Friday, September 12th is when we're recording this, a day which will live in infamy.
Yes, because of us. Great, now we have 3. Oh,
Scott got something wrong.
we're ruining this whole month.
Month ruiners.
What'd you do when you retired, Grandpa? I ruined months.
For everybody.
Not as well as terrorists do, but
Yeah.
pretty close.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.